In February 1957, a college student walking through a wooded area of Fox Chase, Philadelphia, noticed something strange near the road. At first, it looked like trash, a cardboard box, the kind used to carry baby bassinets. When police arrived and opened the box, they found the body of a young boy. He was naked, malnourished, badly beaten. He was estimated to be between 4 and 6 years old. No one knew his name. No one had reported him missing. That alone disturbed investigators. How could a child simply vanish without anyone noticing? The boy's body showed signs of prolonged abuse, bruises of different ages, evidence of starvation, cuts and scars that suggested he had suffered for weeks, possibly months, before his death. Yet there were no defensive wounds. It was as if the child had stopped resisting. The autopsy suggested he'd been killed elsewhere and placed carefully into the box afterward. The box itself became a clue. It was traced to a local department store, sold within the Philadelphia area, but thousands of identical boxes had been distributed. No direct lead emerged. Police released photographs, posters, sketches of the child's face. The public was horrified. Thousands of tips poured in, but none led to a confirmed identity. One theory suggested the boy had been sold or given away illegally. Another suggested he came from an abusive household that never officially registered his birth. Then came a lead that troubled investigators deeply. A woman claimed she had known the boy. She said her mother had purchased him illegally from his birth parents. He was kept hidden in their home, abused, punished, eventually killed. Her story included details that matched the injuries. But there was a problem. There was no physical evidence tying her or her family to the crime, and at the time, police were uncertain whether her confession was reliable. Was she telling the truth or seeking attention? Years passed. Technology advanced. The case was reopened multiple times. DNA testing was attempted. Genetic genealogy was explored decades later. But for most of the investigation's history, the boy remained nameless. He became known only as America's unknown child. Investigators were left with questions they could never answer. Who failed this child? Who noticed the abuse and said nothing? How many people saw him and looked away? The most disturbing question remains the simplest one. How does a child live, suffer, and die without leaving a single trace of his identity? The boy in the box was finally laid to rest with a headstone that read, "Heavenly Father, bless this unknown boy." But the truth is, he was only unknown to the world. Someone, somewhere, knew exactly who he was and never came forward.